This cost me £5.30 out of Boots. Another Ryanair flight this morning. You'd be mistaken that if you're thinking you're in Hawaii with that sunset.
77, 8200.
Can any of you guys recognise that stadium there? And after nearly a full-on hour after landing and taking almost forever to get through passport control, it is your boy Lil Pep, and we are in Madrid. Hola to any of those that are Spanish that are watching this. Buenas noches. It's a heck of a walk as well, I've got to say. €43 for 4 days. So finally, after taking almost forever, having had to change routes on the way to my capsule hotel, we're finally out. We've got the sunnies on. We're going to do a bit of vintage shopping, but I haven't had my lunch yet, so let's go to a market and maybe try and find some seafood first. That takes me back a little bit. A very iconic spot, as this is the very most centre part of Madrid. Does anybody recognise that statue over there? The Atletico Madrid badge, otherwise known as the symbol of Madrid. Another iconic spot, Plaza Mayor, where a lot of nightlife occurs here in a way, because all these bars and pubs are open throughout the day and maybe don't close till midnight. It's bloody closed. Isn't that annoying? Due to construction at the moment. So until I get used to being around Madrid again, we went for a barbecue chicken wrap out of KFC. Apparently they serve alcohol in there. Reminds me of Portugal as well. I want to try and save the football shirt hunting until tomorrow, but this wouldn't be a bad place to start because of the location. Gran Via Metro. That's kind of interesting, but it's a 2XL. This looks quite cool. And it's nice. What do we think of this, folks? $39.99, and it's a very decent fit, I've got to say. That was a surprisingly good one that I literally just went into, so if I don't maybe find anything tomorrow or later today, I might come back there and think twice about that Roma jacket. And after a lot of trying, and eventually we finally have something out of Peninsula, that little pink shop behind me. I'm quite satisfied but I'll show you later what it is. This is quite cool. It's a very Gryffindor kind of sweater, isn't it? I did have a... Oh, nearly slipped there. I did have a browse in Alphaville, which I briefly mentioned earlier, that wasn't open. There was some nice stuff in there, but nothing really that jumped out to me. And a lot of them were fakes anyway, but I'm going to go for an evening run by the river. I'm going to go somewhere nice for dinner. Hopefully somewhere Irish, of course. Another part of Madrid, which maybe not a lot of people know about, is this Templo de Davod, an old Egyptian temple that's perhaps been here since perhaps the 15th century, funnily enough. Yeah, so all the stone is all from Egypt, used to build the pyramids. But that is a lovely sunset behind it, I have to say. So we're at this Irish pub called El Calalas, I think it's called. We've got a Murphy's, even though it's maybe not as good as it maybe it looks. It tastes okay, just doesn't taste the exact same as what you would get in the UK. And we've got an omelette, so I'm going to enjoy it. And Everton Man United's on the telly, so hopefully Everton will win. If you know, you know.